天使創造リブート。
Dot dot dot. God damn it. Upon opening my eyes, I'm greeted by a familiar ceiling. A shadow descends across my fuzzy vision.
起きたようだね。
Well, I am now. Morning, Noah.
おはよう、リク。
He's not dead.
顔色は悪くはなさそうだ。調子はどうだい？僕が見ている限りでは、寝息も穏やかで、悪化したようには見えないけど。
Have you been watching over me this whole time?
ずっとじゃないよ。できる限りは付き添ったつもりだけど。もしマナの影響が出たなら、すぐに対応した方がいいだろうからね。
Sorry about that.
いいよ。これも僕の使命だ。それで、調子はどうなの？
Not bad, I guess.
なんだか気になる言い方だけど。
Well, I'm not in peak form. That's what I mean. I feel a lot better than I did yesterday, though.
そうか。それなら安心した。何か飲み物でも入れてこようか。
Thanks, but I can get it myself.
変な遠慮ならしなくてもいいよ。
Don't worry about it. I need to move around anyway. I get out of bed. It happened just yesterday, so I don't feel great, but the biggest problem, like the dizziness are gone. Biggest problems, like the dizziness are gone. How are you feeling, Noah?
僕？
That guy hit you with his magic. You're not, like, hurt or anything, right? Are you?
問題ない。昨日はアマネがマナを放つまでの時間を稼ぐことが一番の目的だったからね。
Yeah, I'm still confused as to why. Because, like, if you were powerful enough and you were just holding back, why? Clivey didn't look that powerful. It looked more like you were both holding back so that Amane could become the MVP.
身を守り、怪我をしないことを第一の目的としていたんだ。心配してもらうようなことは何もない。本当だよ。
Or like, could Noah not do much? Alright, that's good. All she was there for is distributing the damage so that Kaguya received less damage.
僕だけじゃなく、かぐやも心配しなくて平気だと思うよ。
Because then I would understand. But then there's Orie, and I still don't know her role. Maybe, like, is she actually fully support? Because, you know, well, I already said before, all of the threats that she's been making to Riku, that kind of go up in flames, pun intended, because Kaguya uses fire. Never mind. If she was only a support character, I hope so. To be honest, I'm not all that worried. It goes without saying that protecting yourself is the top priority in any battle. Still, I'll put up a hell of a fight. This is going to be weighing on my mind until I next see her.
君は自分の身を気にした方がいい。
Speaking of, what's up with him? Where is he? What role is he going to be playing now? Is he still going to try steal your mana? Because that... I don't think it would work out. Because he had the... See, before, right? He had the advantage of people not knowing who he is. And now that everyone relevant knows who he is, then, like, you know, they'll be a lot more guarded. I know, but I promise I'm not lying. I feel kind of sluggish, but that's it. It's no big deal. I'll be right as rain in a day or two.
君はマナを大量に失った状態でかなりの無理をした。目に見えなくてもその影響はあるんだ。
Is that how these things work? I pat myself down to check, but nothing feels off. Nothing's bothering me right now, at least.
表層部、例えば体力なんかはすぐに回復をすると思う。でもそれはそうだね、傷口にかさぶたができたとか出血が止まっただけみたいなものだ。君が負った傷が完治したわけじゃない。以前から何度も言ってるけど、マナは根源的な力だ。慎重すぎるくらいでちょうどいいと思う。
So, what does that mean specifically?
普通に暮らす分には何の問題もないと思う。でも、そうだね。マナの制御が必要になるようなことは避けた方がいいだろう。
That shouldn't be that hard. Does that include doing training to control it?
ダメ。
Mad. I was just getting the hang of it too. You say that, but like, are you sure? Because I can think of multiple reasons as to why I would want to continue doing the training, and none of them include controlling my mana.
本当にダメだからね。ダメ。
I know. I don't want to go putting my life in danger. It looks like it's gonna be a while before I can get my dick to work again. Don't worry. It'll pop right up.
あら？起きて平気なの？
It'll get up when necessary. For now, yeah.
顔色も悪くはなさそうね。昨日は随分と調子悪そうだったけど。あ、体調不良なのを責めるつもりはないわ。でもせめて連絡はもう少し早めにしてほしかったわね。
I know. Sorry.
あと、体調が悪いのなら早く帰ってきなさい。
Well, you know, he kinda didn't have a choice, but yeah, okay, sure. I really am sorry about that. Yesterday was a crazy day. Naturally, I didn't get to take in the laundry or prepare the rice. Mum came home to find all the lights off and the laundry untouched, and the rice cooker empty. I can't blame her for getting worried. The story I gave her was that I started feeling sick and spent the whole night resting in the nurse's office, but luckily she bought it. He bought. So then, what about Amane, right? What was her excuse? I hope the school doesn't end up contacting my parents. If they do, I'll be caught red-handed. Maybe I can get Kage to cover things up with her magic.
しかし、兄弟揃って倒れるなんて、仲良く拾い食いでもしたの？
Okay, one kid being so sick that they slept in the nurse's office for the whole time. Kinda unrealistic, but can be believable. Two, like, one of yous is lying. There's no doubt about it. One of yous is lying. Alright, that's a guarantee. Yuzuki is too trusting.
同じものを食べてる私やお父さんが元気なんだから、我が家の食事が原因ってことはないだろうし。
I have no clue myself.
それで、今日はどうする？念のため休む？
Can I?
許すも何もないでしょう。
無理して引っ張るよりもしっかり直した方がいいと僕も思うよ。
Also, like, here's the thing. Does Noah have the same responsibility? Like, I get that she probably goes home at the same time with Kakeru, but would she also have to do all of the chores if she came home first? If so, then 3 kids having the same sickness is even more unrealistic. So I don't know. I don't think Noah would be able to come up with any would be able to use the same excuse, or would she like use her magic to never mind. You know, use her magic so that Yuzuki would justify why Noah wouldn't do the chores, or yeah, okay. Yeah, alright. I'll stay home today. Wouldn't want it coming back to bite me.
うん。
いつものお弁当一応作ったけど、平気？食べられそう？
I feel a little sluggish, but I still have an appetite. I should be able to.
あ、学院に電話は？私がしとこうか？
No, I could do that after I check on Amane.
なら任せるわ。そうそう。調子悪そうなら、天音も休ませていいから。判断はあんたに任せる。
I feel like... Would Amane be suffering DOMS? If you don't know what DOMS is, it's delayed onset muscle soreness, right? It's something that people get after a day after they work out, right? Because how it works essentially is basically, okay, your body has done this intensive workout, you're feeling sore all over, but it's fine. And then you go to sleep, right? You're not moving for however long, right? Mainly 8 hours. And that's and then when you wake up, your entire body is hurting all over. Well, not your entire, it wouldn't be in your entire body if you only trained legs or arms or something or the other. It'd be the certain muscle group, but you know, the point being, Amane, who, while not doing something physically intensive, did something mentally intensive, right? Would she suffer the same thing? Right? in a way, not brain hurty, but like something like that. Will do.
担任ってふみかちゃんよね。それなら本人が電話しても平気でしょうし。
I'm sure she won't be at school. Come to think of it, I wonder how she's doing. I know I took her home, so she's probably fine, but still. We didn't want her to remember that she stabbed me, so we altered her memories while filling in the holes. There shouldn't be any issues, but I won't feel relieved until I confirm for myself.
というか、私も今日は休もうかしら。
Why? I'll be fine. I'm not too sick to get out of bed or anything. I don't need someone to take care of me.
心配の必要はない。二人の面倒は僕が見よう。
I knew Noah would step up.
ノアちゃんも学院を休むってこと？
念のため、体調が悪化した時に対処するものが必要だと思うんだ。
She doesn't need to go to school because the only reason she's going to school is because of Riku. And if he's not going to school, then she doesn't. What am I saying? I mean, like I said before, she's basically acting as his guardian angel. So there's no point in her leaving his side, right?
それはそうね。私としても誰かがいてくれる方が安心だし。悪いけどお願いしようかしら。
任せておいてくれ。
ありがとう。
She was gonna do it regardless of if you asked her to do it or not.
さてと、 そろそろと思ったけど、今日くらいは洗濯物を干した方がいいのかしら。
I can do it.
僕もいるしね。問題ない。
そうなら任せた。あ、言っとくけど、体を休ませるためなんだからね。
Who knows? Maybe Amane is suffering from DOMS, and it is her whole body, even if she didn't do a full body workout, right?
調子が良くなっても外を出歩いたりするんじゃないわよ。
I mean, like, it's kind of also a stereotype when a character overexerts himself using magic that his whole body is in pain the next day, right? I won't.
あと、あまねのことも。
受けたまわった。
それじゃ、行ってきます。
いってらっしゃい。
Have a nice day at work. Have you had breakfast?
まだ食べてない。
Great. We can eat together then.
もちろん不満はないんだけど、まずはあまねの様子を確認した方が良くない？
Sorry, I just woke up. I fucking said at the start of the stream that you have a shit dog ass sleep schedule. Like, bro, last stream you said you woke up at 7. I knew this was gonna happen. Yeah, probably. PM. Not AM. I wake up at 7 AM and that's because I go to and that's because my body wants me to fucking wake up 4 hours before 8:30, before 8 hours. Did you do the media share stuff? Yeah. Hey, Hamane, you in there? I'm coming in. It's morning. How are you feeling? I call out to her, but receive no response. Even on the worst days, I usually at least hear a grunt or a groan. She's not dead, is she?
冗談にしても良くないよ、そういうのは。
Yeah, guess not. I should at least make sure she's okay before making a joke like that. It won't be a laughing matter if she is sick. It might even make her feel worse. Sorry about that, Amane. How are you feeling? She's still not answering. Maybe it's bad.
僕は君だけじゃない。あまねの様子も確認していた。
How long were you playing Angelic Chaos for? Like 20 minutes?
寝息なんかも落ち着いている様子だったはずなんだが。
Yeah, but I don't doubt Noah. But the bulge under the covers isn't moving at all. Surely not. I try to convince myself, but anxiety gets the better of me and I pull the sheets off. Am I right in this? I look to find Amane in a state I've never seen her before. Is it her whole body? She's making a very unladylike expression, you could say. You say that like her normal expression is very ladylike. Like, what are you talking about? All she does is make unladylike expressions. Sora is more ladylike than her, and she constantly teases Kakeru from 9-9. If by some miracle there existed a guy with a crush on her, one look at this would turn him on, not off. Turn him on from her forever, not off. Okay. The guy isn't me. Never mind. Amane, are you okay? Well, I guess not, clearly. What's the matter? Do I need to call an ambulance? Okay, no, but in all seriousness, do I need to take you to see a doctor?
うっさい。
Huh?
大きな声出さないで。頭痛い。ガンガンする。
That's what you meant. So, how are you feeling? Not good by the looks of things.
具体的な症状は言える？
Everything hurts.
頭の中でお猿さんがシンバルを鳴らしてる。気持ち悪い。
So she is suffering mental DOMS.
吐いちゃいそうな胸焼けみたいなものが。
The funny thing is that she isn't talking about her muscles, so it's all like
ここで吐いてはダメだ。ベッドが汚れてしまうよ。
weird. I didn't have any of those symptoms. Well, yeah, that's because you didn't use mana. You barely used any of your mana. You couldn't even produce a fucking fireball.
あまねはむしろリクとは逆だからね。
I was never able to hold back vomit. It just comes out. You haven't trained yourself to hold back, clearly. Are you saying that you've never almost vomited in a public space and have forced yourself to hold back because you didn't want to embarrass yourself? Why would I? I literally just gave you the scenario as to why you would do it. Especially for someone who's autistic. Like... What do you mean? Oh, right. Hermione took my mana, which left me with a deficiency. I don't think I would ever throw up in public. See? That's how most people... That's what it's like with most people. For her part, she's practically overdosed. She fired out a lot of it attacking that guy yesterday, but it seems she still has a significant surplus. Oh, that's why it's not the dom. That's why it's not her whole body hurting stereotype, because it's not that she depleted too much mana, it's that she didn't deplete enough. Got it right. She's pent up. I barely ever get sick. That's not what I mean. If I do throw up, it'll most likely happen at home anyway. Well, yeah, I figured that. Can she, like, give me some of her excess mana until she feels better?
それは無理だ。時間が経ちすぎている。吸血鬼は他者からマナを補充する。他者のマナを自分のマナとして取り込むということだ。
Which means...
これらのマナはすでにあまねのものになっていて、魔王のマナとは別物になっている。
So is there anything we can do?
ない。とはいえ、命に関わるようなことはないよ。時間とともに落ち着くはずだ。
So what you're saying is that Amane needs to endure this hell for however long. Hang on. There's a fucking... What are those pictures? Hang on, I need a... Those pictures in the background, they look like they're fucking real life photos of shit. Were you lonely while you were waiting? Wait, what? While you were waiting for... Sure, I guess. I mean, like, I've already talked about the Switch and the PS5 with the no games controller, the no games console with the no games controllers, and then the gaming chair and the shit, the dual monitor setup, but like the fucking... What? Why does she have pictures of fucking of landmarks? What? Okay, yeah, sure. Weirdo. Right. Well, there you have it. Try to tough it out, Amane. Want me to get you some water?
欲しい。
Alright, be right back.
うん、ありがとう。
Don't worry about it. Honestly, I should be thanking you for yesterday.
お礼とかいいから、今はそっとしといて。ごめん。うざいとかそういうことじゃないんだけど。
Yeah, I know. Man, though, you look atrocious. I'd never want anyone to see me like that if I were you. I'd never want anyone to see me like that if I were you.
うるさいな。それより早く水。あまね、どうかした？大声出さないで。あと、大声出させないで。頭、マジでガンガンする。そうか。申し訳ない。
Sorry. Oh, go get your water now.
お願いします。
Given the state she's in, there's no way she's going to school today.
はい、水科学院です。
Hello, this is Tanakaze from Class 2C. Is Mrs. Zato available?
おはようございます。小里先生ですね。
That's a surprise. Well, maybe not. She probably forgot about everything that happened yesterday, so...
はい、小里です。
Oh, hi. It's Tanakaze Riku.
リク！
Did she...
どうかしましたか、谷風くん。
What was that reaction? I'm not feeling well, so I won't be coming to school today.
体調不良って、具体的にはどんな？
Oh, well, you would know if you remembered everything that happened, but I don't want to guilt trip you.
まさか大きな怪我というか、傷を負ったとか。
I don't want to guilt trip you, but it's your fault. Oh, no, nothing that bad.
本当に？それならよかった。いや、よくはないか。念のために教えてほしいんだけど、怪我じゃないんだね。誰かに刺されたとか、そういうのではなく。
No one stabbed him. It definitely wasn't you, and it definitely wasn't Amane. I thought they altered her memories. Why is she bringing this up? Didn't they say they altered her memories? Literally, what would... No, of course not. I've just been feeling a little under the weather since yesterday, because someone stabbed me, and then someone drained me of my mana. The syringe didn't drain nearly enough compared to the amount that Amane drained. So, you know, I'm feeling well enough to be up and make a phone call, but I figured I should stay home just in case. That's all. Don't want to get to school only for it to worsen.
そうだね。わかった。
Yeah.
でも、もう一度聞くけど、大丈夫なんだよね。
I don't know what has you so worried, but I promise you I'm fine. I'm just staying home to be on the safe side.
わかった。急にごめんね。変なこと言って。実は怖い夢を見ちゃって。
Oh, that's how they altered her memories. They altered them so that everything that happened yesterday was just a dream to her, and that's why she brought it up. You did?
りっくんが傷ついちゃう夢。そのせいでなんだか妙に気になって、すごく不安になっちゃって。あ、変なこと言ってごめんね。気にしないで。今日は休むんですね。わかりました。
Oh, one sec. Shirayuki Noah and Tanikaze Imane from Class 1A are also staying homesick. Could you let Imane's teacher know?
それは構わないけど、3人とも？
Mine has come down with the same thing as me. Noah's staying to take care of us.
ああ、なるほど。それなら少しは安心かな。わかりました。ゆっくり休んでください。
Sorry about this, Fumika.
誰だって体調を崩すことはあるよ。私だって昨日早退しちゃったし。だから谷風くんもちゃんと休息をとって。教室で待ってます。
Yeah, see you later.
はい。
That they just forgot to alter her memory. That's not a mistake they'd make, right? That's beyond negligent. I should probably double check just in case, though. Should I just go to class after all? No, it's too late for that. Better go get her that water. It's too late. Amane's already thrown up in her bed. Here you go.
ありがとう。
We want to eat something? Mom made lunch for us, so there's that if you want it.
食欲はあるし、それでもいいんだけど。できればもうちょっと食べやすい方が嬉しいかも。
Phrasing, Amane. I could think of something you could swallow easily. Never mind. I imagine. And how does rice girl sound?
お？
We've got enough eggs for it. Oh, hang on. What did...
バックログ画面だ。
Yeah. And maybe I can put some other stuff in it. I'll check the fridge.
料理できるの？
Simple stuff. Sometimes I'll make lunch for myself on Saturdays. All I'm making here is girl. I don't know how else to say it, but it doesn't sound good. It should be easy as long as I follow the recipe.
そうだったのか。意外な特技だ。
It's not really a skill. All I can do is make something that's edible at the least. Also, like, what he's making is eggs and rice. The rice cooker already does half the job, so you know all he needs to do is make egg. So like, I could follow a recipe as long as it's not too complicated. Well, a complicated recipe would also involve you requiring knife skills, right? But in this situation, you're putting rice in a rice cooker, measuring enough so that it's not too wet. So you put measuring enough water to put in so that it's not too wet or too dry, and cracking a few eggs in the pan, or well, depending on what kind of egg you're making, right? If it's an omelet, right? You're scrambling it beforehand. If it's scrambled eggs, obviously it's just a failed scrambled eggs are just a failed omelet. Fried egg is just cracking an egg into the pan. You know, if you want to be even lazier, you cook the egg with the cooked rice. Alright, that's a common Japanese, well, I'm not going to specify Japanese, but Asian breakfast, where you just cook rice and then crack an egg into a bowl of cooked rice, and then the heat of the rice will cook the egg. Cook the egg enough so that it wouldn't give you it wouldn't be raw, right? So is that fine with you, Omane?
お兄が優しい。
Today's an exception. Since it's my fault, you're like this.
そんなこと言いながら、可愛い妹の世話を焼きたくて仕方ないんでしょう。
Okay, you know what, Amane? It was your fault. Maybe if you held back from sucking too much dick, I mean blood, then then you wouldn't be in this situation. But yeah, I can use a stove and an oven. Cool. What?
愛も変わらずツンデレのシスコンなんだから、うちのお兄様は。
Okay, it's cute when Sora does it. But no. I'm not sure you understand the position you're in. If you feel like it, I can start rapping at the top of my lungs. Why? What?
お願いやめて。調子に乗ったことは謝るからおやめください、お兄様。
Good. If you want rice girl, I'll make you some.
おー、よろしく。
Okay, it doesn't sound appetizing, but it's probably a fucking localization thing. It's like the direct translation, but then the direct translation doesn't make it sound appetizing.
他に何かしてほしいことはある？
おとなしくしてるから気にしないでいいよ。
But then again, why wouldn't they just call it a rice and egg? Because those are the two main ingredients.
そうか？わかった。
ありがとう。
構わないさ。
あと、お兄も、あんがと。
It's no big deal.
何かあったら気軽に呼んでくれ。
Don't worry about pestering us. Not that you ever do Not that you do anyway. Not that you ever do anyway.
ほら、煽るようなこと言わない。
Right. Sorry, just call for us if you need anything.
うん。
Man, I'm bored. I rarely ever spend weekdays at home, and the exception of vacation periods and the like, with the exception of vacation weekend periods and the like. The prospect of not going to school had me giddy at first, but now there's literally nothing to do. None of what's playing on the TV stations catches my interest. YouPipe algorithm has narrowed down its recommendations to a few types of videos, which I'm frankly bored of by now. Well, if YouPipe is the same as YouTube, there is this nifty feature where you can click on you can click on videos that you don't want to watch, and you click and you select don't recommend, and then when you refresh the page to have a new set of videos to get recommended through the algorithm, they'll be completely different from the ones you've chosen to not get recommended until you watch a video that until you get recommended a video that you do find an interest in. I don't know, listen, the algorithm isn't that hard to cater to your needs. I looked up recipes for Gruel online, thinking that maybe I could do something nice for my sister for once. However, there's literally nothing complicated about making it. It's all about the ingredients you choose to use. I'm hesitant to leave and go shopping, considering I'm supposed to be staying home sick. Getting changed and going outside would be a miserable experience anyway in this heat. I'll just make it with what we've got in the fridge, I guess. Of course, I'd be more than happy to go shopping if Amane wants me to. If Amane wants me to. Actually, scratch that. Not today. It's about lunchtime, isn't it? I'll eat mine, then make the girl for Amane. My phone happens to buzz, just as I'm about to head downstairs.
起きてる？寝てたらごめんね。体調はどうかなと。
Whoa. Oh, Barry texted me. It's more or less just her checking up on me. Still, this is the first time I've ever gotten a text from a woman I'm not related to. So you know how we were talking about how my taste in lollies is odd last stream? Yeah? Oh, I'm gonna tear up. Okay, I should maybe save the creepy celebration for later. I need a reply ASAP. And girls take note of how long you wait before replying, I've heard. I'm up and feeling alright. I just decided to stay home and to be on the safe side.
起きてた。元気なら安心。
Where does that come from? I don't know, I'm not a fucking therapist.
刺されたって聞いて心配だったから。
I don't blame you. But I'm fine now, and everything worked out yesterday. Thanks for tipping us off.
私は別に何もしてない。というか、何もできなくて。無力でごめん。
So what? You never should have had to deal with this with this to begin with. I don't feel bad. I casually reply with my initial reaction. Wait, she's not replying. Did I offend her in some way? Or is it normal to just abruptly end text conversations? I never talk to girls, so I have no idea.
とりあえずお見舞い行くね。
Oh yeah. Oh, you don't have to do that. I really only stayed home just to be safe. I'm perfectly fine.
嫌です。行きます。というか、実はもう来てるんだな、これが。
I fucking knew it.
さっきのメッセージのやり取りをしたとき、すでに谷風くんちの前にいたわけさ。
What do you mean we?
びっくりした？
Totally. What are you doing here though? The school's not out yet.
4時間目が自習だったのさ。抜け出してきちゃったぜ。
Once again, who's we? Are fucking Kaede and Shiraishi here, or is it Kaguya and Orie? You'll be in a lot of trouble if the school finds out.
その時はその時。先の心配よりも、昨日あれからどうなったかの方が気になって。なのに谷風くんたちは今日休みなんだもん。心配にもなるってもんでしょ？
Well, you know, Amane is the only one who's actually sick. Noah is using this as an excuse. Well, no, Riku is using his quote-unquote sickness as an excuse to stay home for an extra day or for a day, and Noah doesn't really have a need to go to school if Riku wasn't going to school, right?
かぐやと織江から話は聞かなかったの？
Why is she dressed like this?
もちろん、顛末くらいは説明したわよ。
Okay, it was Kaguya and Orie.
ですが、3人が休んだことに対しての説明は十分にできませんから。
Oh, yeah.
くるみと一緒に来た上に制服を着ているんだから、君たちは登校していたんだよね。
What do you mean why she dresses like this? Because this is her casual outfit, right? But why would she change outfits if she's not leaving, if she's not going out?
ええ、念のため、小里先生の様子を確認しておきたかったから。
Oh, I forgot. How is she?
どういう意味？何か気になることでもあるの？
She cocks her head quizzically, so I explained the phone call I had earlier to her. She said she had a dream or something, so she doesn't believe it actually happened though.
記憶に関する処置は間違いなく行いました。それに関しては危険なこともありません。
Yeah, but like, what'd you do? Not how you brainwashed her into forgetting, but like, how did you alter her memories? What did you alter?
彼女の中で
それだけショックだったということでしょうね。
そりゃ誰かを刺すなんてこと、しかも教え子相手となれば余計に。
Well, not just any student. We know each other personally.
そうなの？
Yeah, that's why she's on the transition screen. Because she's got a route. Yeah, her parents live in the neighborhood. So we've known each other since we were kids.
へえ、全然知らなかった。それならショックを受けないはずがないね。
行ったのはあくまで改ざんであって消去ではないのよ。
本人にとって印象的なことほどごまかしづらくなります。ですから決して姫様の対応に不備があったわけではありません。
Did you change the rankings at all? No. But I had a dream that I did. You're putting words in my mouth. Like, can you be a little less imposing? It's kind of frightening me.
別に圧をかけているつもりは。理解してもらえているのならば問題はありません。
Who was first in the dream? Rumi?
確信がある様子ではなく、あくまで夢で見たといった感じだったんでしょ？なら心配ないわ。リクが登校して元気な顔を見せればすぐに気にしなくなるんじゃないかしら。
It's a prophetic dream. Correct. Because she's about to get first if she... depending on what she does in this scene. I hope it's that easy.
気にしすぎない方がいい。君が不安そうな顔をしてたら小里先生も気にするだろうから。
Yeah, I see what you mean. Every time I see her, I'll just act normal.
ええ、それがいいでしょうね。
No was second in the dream, right? It was only... I only saw Kurumi. I didn't really focus on the other... on the rest of the list. I don't remember the rest of the list.
ところであまねさんはどうしたんですか？あまねさんも学院を休んでいたはずですが。
She's sleeping in her room right now.
どこか悪いの？
She has a foul mouth and a nasty attitude.
相変わらず仲いいね。でもそういうことじゃなくて。
She's just really lethargic. Kind of like a hangover.
おやまあ。
Yeah, she had too much to drink last night. What do you mean? No one thinks it's because she overdosed on mana.
ああ。そこ納得できるところなんだ。
マナは生命力みたいなものですから個人によって宿す容量に差があるんです。いくら吸血鬼とはいえその上限を超えた分は体にも影響を及ぼします。
と言っても心配するほどじゃない。リクが言った通り二日酔いもしくは胃もたれみたいなものね。
Are you still trying to lucid dream? Not as much. More like I'll write down what I've dreamt about whenever I dream about something and remember that I've dreamed about something.
おとなしくしていればすぐに体調も元に戻ると思うわ。
I hope so. What's the typical treatment method for it?
そうね。薬が必要というわけではないし。
Like, literally, the last dream I wrote down was... Hang on. This is how I wrote it down. I was with Amidol and Mari Mari. If you don't know who Amidol is, she's also a VTuber. I was waiting for Mari Mari to finish showering and she didn't care that I saw her naked when she came out. That was the dream that the last dream I remembered having.
許 一番じゃないかしら。
Where do you think the desire and love for lollies come from? I don't know. It can be theories. It's there's okay. The love for lollies obviously comes from the want to protect someone, to protect, right? But the sexual attraction for lollies, I don't know.
他にはしっかり栄養を取ることだと思います。
あ、そうそう、忘れるところだった。よかったらこれどうぞ。
What's this?
フルーツが入ったゼリーと普通のゼリーとプリン。ほら、当初はお見舞いの予定だったから。プリン。
Oh no.
あまねちゃんの体調が悪いようならちょうどいい。あ、っていうのは言い方が悪いね。ごめん。
All good. Thanks for these, though. I wanted to go out and get some things, but since I'm supposed to be staying home sick, I kind of couldn't, you know. How much was it all? Do you think I like lollies because how the traits normally blend together? Or do you think there is more to it? I don't know why you exclusively like lollies, but I guess your theory could be true.
お見舞いって言ったじゃん。どこの世界にお見舞いに押しかけたくせにお金払えなんて言う人がいるの？
Also, another dream I had, but I didn't write it down because there wasn't really much to write down, because the only thing I remember in the dream is that a VTuber was talking about how she lived close to my city, right? Like, you know.
遠慮とかいらないから。大したものでもないんだし。
Well, okay then.
どうぞ。
Come to think of it, Amane does love pudding. Does love pudding too. Was it Hako's? No, because she lives in Japan. That's the. It was a VTuber I know. I just don't know who.
だがお見舞いの品ならあまねに譲るべきか。
Like, I don't even know if it was a VTuber from Australia. So, you know, I can't narrow down who it could have been. It's not some kind of gourmet pudding or anything. You can buy it anywhere.
そうだね。いつの間にかこんなにも食い意地を張っていたとは。
Well, it all started when you opened your first doujin, and it just spiraled from there. You've always been one for as long as I've known, for as long as I've known you. Thanks again, Koribari.
あまねちゃんの体調が悪いのは気になるけど、とりあえず解決したならよかった。
ええ、残るは後始末だけね。
それで捕まえたあの男のことは？
Did you look at my results in the test in MediaShare, and did you say your thoughts about it? If you did, I can just watch it later. I talked about the test. I didn't talk about what your results were on the test, and I haven't taken the test.
ああ、うん。わかっているわ。ここに来たのはお見舞いだけじゃなくて、それを説明するためよ。とはいえ、正直なところ、言えることは少ないんだけど。
Listen, the smuggle line of Discord video took too long for me to react to, so I didn't take the test.
そうなの？
相手の素性や目的くらいの簡単なことは聞き出したわ。でもそれ以上のこととなるとあっちに送り返してからの方がいいと思うの。
So next stream? Yeah, I guess.
人手の多さもそうだし迅速に対応するためにもね。
そうだね。こちらで相手を拘束し続けるのにも一苦労だろうしね。
Yeah, but like if you send him back to his other world, then like what role would he be able to play in this game? Because the only reason he was able to come here is because of whatever item he used to be able to have a significant amount of mana. Did you talk about 9-9? Why would I talk about 9-9? There's no recent video on Patreon for today. Well, that's because it's Friday, and the only recent video would have been an anime reaction, and I don't have an anime to react to.
はい。無理をして取り逃がしてはさらに面倒ですから。
ひとまず確認したのはこっちに渡ってきたのはあの男だけ。目的は魔王の力を回収すること。
The Blu-ray version. Here's the thing. The problem with that is that that's going to be a long video because I'm going to be reacting to the whole thing. I'm not going to be posting like one episode a week kind of thing for Gushin of Magic Girls, alright?
この2点を確認して身柄はあっちに戻したわ。
犯人を移送したみたいなことか。
Everything went as planned, then I take it.
ええ、新たな動きがない限り平和に暮らせると思うわ。
I should make you watch Anohana. The problem is that it's an actual anime that I would watch outside of the reactions, but like I don't want to watch it. That's why I haven't watched it yet. Phew. For now, at least. Unforeseen developments is the key phrase there. Still, it's an improvement.
ところでさっき言ってた後始末って
痕跡を消しておきたいのよ。
Right. Yeah. The traces of what?
あっちの世界とこっちの世界をつないだゲートの痕跡よ。
大規模な魔法を使えば痕跡が残るものなのです。下手をするとその痕跡はゲートを開く手助けになりかねません。
So it basically makes the process easier for them?
リクが考えているほどではないわ。やっぱり難しい魔法には違いないし気軽に行えるものじゃない。ただ下手をすると一種の目印になってしまうかもしれないから。
Obviously, I want to avoid that happening. How do we get rid of the traces?
僕も手伝った方がいいようなこと？
いいえ、ゲートを開いた場所に赴けばあとは簡単な話よ。
姫様ではなく私でも可能です。それほど難しい作業ではありませんから。場所の特定も済ませてあります。
あの男がこっちの世界に移動した時海のそばに出たらしいわ。
ここからさほど遠くない海岸だそうです。
No, nearby beach.
ロクベかな？
はい、地図上ですが確認をしました。移動してきた方向などから考えてロクベ海岸と呼ばれる場所で間違いありません。
陸部海岸か。
どうかした？
Oh. Is it beach episode time?
何かありますか？私も姫様も現地を実際に見たわけではありませんので。
Did you sign up for the beta test for NTE? No. Because just like Withering Waves, I don't want to get into a new fucking gacha game. Because I already am getting into a new gacha game through potentially Promelia and then guaranteed Arknight's Enfield.
気になることがあるのでしたら教えていただきたいのですが。
全然そういうんじゃなくて全く別の話。
So like, so like, I've seen Sweetly reacting to the fucking trailers for NTE, and I know she's going to be playing NTE, but you know, just like Withering Waves, I have to stay strong.
もうすぐ7月じゃん。もうすっかり暑いじゃん。そこに来ての六部じゃん。
What did I tell you? Fucking beach episode.
私も海行きたいってな気持ちになっただけ。真面目な話をしてるのにごめんね。のんきなこと考えちゃって。
Okay. Like I said, depend on what she does. Forget what she does, how she acted. It was only a matter of time. It was inevitable. It's fine. Things aren't particularly dire at the moment, and anyway. The beach, though, it is already summer.
あれ？なんか微妙やんの。夏だ、海だ、イエーイってならない？
No. I don't think he goes. I don't think Riku was the type to go to the beach. Not really. I'd rather beat the heat by staying inside under the protection of the AC. I don't even remember when I last went to the beach. Elementary school probably. See what I tell you. Literally, the last time I went to the beach was not even in what was not even in my city. It was in a different country. I mean, here's the thing, right? The only time I've gone to the beach in my country, in my city, was literally only to light a bonfire. No other reason. We didn't go swimming. We didn't fucking do anything. We didn't fish. We didn't do anything. Me and my mates walked a long way down the beach so that there was no houses around, where there are no houses around, and literally just fucking started a fire. Shut up.
嘘、ガチ？
Nowadays, I'd rather not get sunburnt. Yeah. Let's just say that the reason I got sunburnt is not because of the beach. I mean, the second time I got sunburnt last year was because I was close to a beach, but there was a pool. It was a pool.
美容男子だ。
I'm even more of an introvert than you. No shit. It's not that really. I just don't like being out in the sweltering heat. Though I guess that sounds like an excuse.
もったいない。海楽しいよ。
It's only fun to see the bikinis on the girls. These girls, not rando characters that don't have sprites. Honestly, I don't even know what to do there. I've never personally cared about spending my summers at the beach, and neither have any of my friends or family. In no way like me, and Amane loathes going outside during summer even more than I do. No ways like me, and Amane loathes going outside. Amane just loathes going outside. There's no other explanation. Mum usually gripes at us every year to get off our asses and stop wasting our summers.
そうだ、なら一緒に行かない？みんなで海に。
Yes, with you, yes, 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 only... Kaguya? Noah? Kurumi? I mean, like...
みんなで？
みんなで海。
Hmm.
さっき謝ったところなのに、またのんきなこと言っちゃった。
構わないわよ。私としても海に興味があるもの。
You do have beaches in your world, right?
海に接していないわけではないんだけどね。
私たちの国の中枢は海ではなく山岳部に近い場所にありますから。
どちらかというと湖の方が馴染みがあるかしら。
僕も経験はないね。いや、僕の場合、そもそも遊んだ経験がないんだけど。
Bro, what the fuck do you have in heaven?
もしかして結構いい感触？みんなで行っちゃう？
私は別に構わないわよ。ゲートの痕跡を消すのも大して時間は取られないでしょうから。せっかく海まで足を伸ばすんだもの。それくらいの楽しみがある方が私も嬉しいわ。
姫様がそうおっしゃるのであれば私も問題はありません。
行ってみるもんだね。
海といえば、焼きそば、ラーメン、かき氷。
I mean, at a beachside cabana, sure.
ノアちゃんも行こうよ。
行く。いや、僕は
You're gonna have to go shopping again. I'll be going, so you have to come too. If I wasn't going, then Noah wouldn't be able to go herself. Honestly, I'm still not enthused about the idea.
いい
What is your deepest fear? What the fuck are you what the fuck? But when she looks at me like that, how can I say no? Sure, I could swim. And I could swim, and I don't hate the beach, so why not? I just don't like the heat, really.
そうか、それなら、僕も海に行ってみたい。
決まりだね。あとはどうしよう。チカと楓も、魔王が関係してるなら誘わない方がいいかな。
What? You're not gonna be doing magic stuff the whole fucking time? What are you talking about?
問題はないと思うんだけど。そうね。万が一予想外のことが起きた時を考えると。
My deepest fear is probably NTR. Be realistic about it, Dexter. You're never gonna date anyone because lollies don't exist in real life. It's like saying my deepest fear is getting lost in space. I'm never going to space. Alright?
今回は遠慮してもらった方がいいかしら。ごめんなさい。
いいよ、気にしないで。チカや楓とはまた一緒に行く機会はある。っていうか、夏休みには一緒に行くって約束してるし。だから問題なし。
あと誘うなら天音だね。
Not sure if she'll be up for it. She cares even less about the beach than I do.
でも声はかけてみた方がよくない？無理強いはできないけど、実は意外とってこともあるだろうしさ。
Also, speaking of Amane, when are you gonna fucking feed her? She's starving.
たとえ興味がないとしても、 声をかけてもらえないと寂しいものだし。
She's sick and starving and everything hurts and she's gonna throw up in the bed. You didn't hear that? Yeah, she could definitely be petty.
面倒とか言わないの。
Despite how cheeky she is usually, she'd definitely mope about this. Definitely mope about this. Kohibari's right. We should at least ask her. Alright, I'll talk to her about it.
よろしく。なんか今から楽しみだな。いつ行く？
What the fuck? But like, it still hurts a lot even in fiction. So like, if a girl IRL ever changes my mind, yeah. The reason why I don't get into relationships is because of that fear and how society is. There's a bit more to it than that. But those are the main two also, but also for the fact that fiction is safer. If everyone thought like you, no one would be dating. I mean, no one is dating, that's the problem. But like, even less people would be dating.
そうね。子宮というわけではないけれど、あまり先延ばしにしても良くないわね。
In fact, most people already do think the way you do. Like, obviously, dating is uncomfortable. It's like everyone understands the risks of dating someone. It's not like no one it's not like someone goes into the dating scene being like, yeah, I'm sure everything will work out fine. Like, what? No, that's not how it works.
テストもあるしね。
Right, those. I completely forgot about. I completely forgot with everything that's been going on. So if we plan our beach trip for after them, it'd be the weekend after next. Be the weekend after next.
わかった。私もそれで問題ないわ。
I'm just a bit fragile. No, you're just autistic. The exams come first. Fail, and you'll have remedial classes to deal with. Come to think of it, how are you and Ori going to manage with the exams, Kaguya? And you too, Noah. You haven't been here for long. Are you able to keep up in class? There's probably a lot you had to catch up on.
問題ない。
A lot of girls with high body counts. I can either lower my standards or not get into relationships at all. But how would you know if a girl has a high body count unless you knew beforehand or asked? Are you also scared of if she would lie to you about how many guys she slept with? I mean, that's always a possibility, but like, you know.
勉学に関する基本的な知識は事前に勉強したからね。授業の内容もちゃんと把握しているよ。
Oh, okay. Couldn't she have, I don't know, also done the same for the common sense of this world? Well, maybe human sexuality isn't exactly a part of that.
私たちもなんとかなると思うわ。
Wait, what did Noah
ブ
say?
ログ画面だ。
Oh, yeah, she studied. Good job.
絶対に卒業が必要なわけではありませんし、どうとでもできるでしょう。
Okay, don't brainwash the fucking teachers into giving you straight A's. Bro, they can use magic to work things to their advantage. Imagine being able to use magic on your teacher and force them to give you the answers in advance. Actually, why do that when you can just get them to give you whatever grade you want? See, that's what I was asking. That's what I was saying. I mean, it would be nice to have a relationship, but it just isn't for me. I believe that even with so many people, there are some people who just never find someone. I mean, yeah. But like, it's a... whatever.
ああ、何かいけないこと考えてる顔だ。先生に言っちゃろう。
Hey, think he's not a crime.
へえ、俺も頼むとか言う寸前だったんじゃないの？正直に言ってみなよ。うりうり。
Not really. I was just thinking about how you could get the teacher to give you the answers in advance.
わあ、あくどいね。
I mean, I'd have a super guilty conscience if I did that. I'm a bit of a wuss.
可愛いところがあるんだね、谷風くんって。ちょっと意外。
Either way, I don't think I need to cheat to pass. I doubt I'll score anywhere. I doubt I'll score anywhere near as high as you, though.
私も自信があるわけじゃないけどね。なんか過大評価されてる気がする。
Yeah, I'm sure not that good in your books means a fucking 100%. It's not all hype. She isn't just a top scorer at our school, but nationwide. Yeah, and she doesn't even study. But anyway, would you mind helping me catch up on the material I missed today? If it's not too much trouble.
いいって、そんな丁寧に言わなくても。海に行こうって誘ったのは私なんだもん。一緒に行くための協力は惜しまないよ。
Well, they could be too fragile and weighs the pros and cons like me. Even if that person desires a relationship, it's possible that there isn't any for them. For me, the cons outweigh the pros, especially when you consider how society is. Dexter, you understand how many people think the same way you do. And you know what they do? They don't date in the country that they live in. They go to fucking they date in other countries. They marry they marry people from other countries.
いつもよりも気合を入れて授業に集中するぜ。
Well, yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, it's such a... Well, I'm not going to say issue, because there's a reason why it's a thing. Because of quote-unquote society. Right? There's a fucking word for it, too. Well... Not word, there's a name for it. I can't. Well, yeah, I know that. You don't have a job. Neither do I, but I wasn't thinking about ever doing that in the first place.
って言っても残りは2時間しかないけど、もう少ししたら戻らないとね。
The time sure flew by. I better get started on that rice grill.
やっぱり体調に不安がある？
It's for Amane, not me.
妹のために料理するなんて優しいお兄ちゃんだね。っていうか谷風くん、料理できるんだ。
It's not great at I'm not great at it. I'd be afraid to have anyone other than my family eat something I made.
もし不安があるようでしたら、私がお作りしましょうか。
は？
姫様に仕えるものとして、料理も収めておりますので。こっちの世界の料理を完全に覚えているわけではありませんが、レシピを教えてもらえれば、それほど難しい料理ではないんですよね。
Yeah, just grab some soup stock, boil some rice, and adjust the flavor to taste. It's so easy. I can make it. I can make it. If that tells you anything, for someone who cooks regularly, it'll probably be a walk in the park.
そうですか。では、問題ないと思います。
maybe I should take her up on the offer. I'm sure Amane would rather eat something that tastes good given the choice.
私にお任せください。すでにキッチンの使い方はマスターしましたから。以前の私とは違う本来の私をお見せいたします。
Okay, so I can see this going two ways. Either Orie will be so good that she blows everyone's socks off, or she'll burn down the kitchen. There is no middle ground in this. I know what happens. Of course, you know what happens. You played the fucking you played the game. What?
最初に会った時、お茶を出すのにも苦労してたでしょ？多分そのことだと思うわ。
Oh, right. I always thought she was good at keeping her cool, but I guess she has this childish side to her that hates embarrassing herself. Actually, on second thought, she's kind of bad at keeping her cool, especially when it comes to matters concerning Kaguya. Dexter, you don't need to constantly remind me that you've only played, that you still haven't finished fucking Noah's route. I know where you're up to. You've played through the fucking common route. That's all I need to know. You don't need to remind me that you know that you know what's gonna happen, because I know you know.
材料は揃っているんですか？
Yeah, there's not much I know. Just soup stock, rice, egg, and onion.
他に具合でないの？
Nothing that seems unstable and nothing that seems usable in the fridge. Wait.
バックログ画面だ。
Yeah, nothing that seemed usable in the fridge. Oh, but there is salmon in her lunch. Maybe we could make salmon flakes.
これは
A few seconds ago, Orie went to peruse the kitchen. Not long after, she's examining with shock, exclaiming with shock, her face warped in confusion. Is something the matter?
このキッチン IH ではない。
No, it has a good old gas stove. What?
何ですかこれはスイッチは加熱器は火力調節器は
I don't have any of those. Our stovetop is gas powered. Yeah, which means it's better.
ガスコンロだと何ですかガスコンロとは一体
It's just a stove that runs on gas.
では IH は
I think it heats stuff using electricity.
正確には電磁誘導加熱だね。
You don't need to clarify, Kurumi. It's the same thing.
くるみは物知りなんだな。
物知りっていうか、ネットをしてるといろいろ見ちゃうんだよね。
Yeah, she learnt that through a U-pipe short. Not a YouTube short, it's U-pipe in this world.
何かの記事を見て、その中で気になることを調べて、さらに新たに気になったことを調べてってなことを延々と。
Didn't you say the same happens with books? You devoured knowledge like it's candy, Kohibari.
そんな大層な話じゃないよ。
まさかここに来て IH ではないだなんて使い方を覚えた私の努力が本来の私を見せつけるはずが
Orie, I don't think you have your priorities straight. Probably shouldn't have been focusing on mastering a fucking stovetop. We probably should have been mastering other things that are more universal in regards to cooking. You know, like heat control, or like knife skills, or like literally anything else that doesn't involve only a specific stovetop, so that you're completely useless in any other with any other form of heating or any other form of cooking. Like she thinks a gas stove is bad. Imagine if she fucking imagine if she had to use a grill. Like what do you mean I have to provide my own heating? That's not a thing for induction stoves. Personally, I think gas stoves are far more intuitive. You can visually judge the size of the flames after all.
役立たずな私で申し訳ありません。
Gas stoves are more manly, therefore they're better. And that's why grills are better, because it's of the same reason. She probably thought if there was only one type of stove. Well, yeah, I know, but my advice still applies. It's not the fact that she thought there was one type of stove that should be worrying. It's the fact that the fact that she thought there was only one type of stove. Not everyone has 120 IQ. It's just intuition, Dexter. Surely Orio's smart enough to know that electricity wouldn't have existed since the dawn of time. Alright? Well, she didn't know how an induction stove worked, so I guess... Yeah, it's fine. I was gonna make it myself anyway.
ですが、任せてくださいと自信満々に言った手前、ここで引くわけには。
Technically, it did lightning. Yeah, let me just throw my tons of let me just throw all of my magnetic metals in let me just magnify all of my metals by throwing it into a lightning storm. Yeah, guys. Let me just Isaac Newton my metals.
試しに一度挑戦させていただいてもよろしいですか？
I don't think you understand, Dexter. Lightning is technically electricity. Okay, yeah, but people don't utilize lightning as a form of electricity. We aren't trying to make fucking Frankenstein's monster here. The fact that induction stoves look futuristic should be enough of a warning sign to Oreo that, oh, maybe induction stoves aren't the only stoves that people use. Oh, I don't think now's the best time for trial and error. This is for Amane, and she's sick right now.
そうですね。申し訳ありません。
なら、私が作りましょうか。織江の代わりに。何かしらその顔は。
Okay, when I thought Oreo would either make good food or burn the kitchen down, at least there were two options. With Kaguya, I don't trust her with anything. Oh, sorry, it's just...
心配しなくても、基本的なものくらいなら作れるわよ。
Kaguya, whenever it comes to fire, the only fire you like, the only fire you know how to use is the fire that can kill people. I mean, fire... any fire can kill someone. But when someone is using a stove, they aren't using the fire to kill someone. Alright?
織江が IH の使い方を覚えるまでは、私も一緒に作っていたんだから。
You did?
難しいものじゃないのなら、失敗もしないと思う。それに、こう見えても嫌いじゃないのよ。家事をすることが。
Well, let's hope you aren't like Lucy from MML. Well, in that case, I see no harm in letting her do it. Oh, but they all need to get back to school soon. Is water wet? I want to know someone with 125 IQ thinks. What? 125? Yeah, I want to know what someone with 125 IQ thinks. Yes. Now shut the fuck up about this question. Is water wet? Oh shit. Okay, with not for Noah's route, it's probably fucking ask her. Yeah, I mean, no need to bother. Ask her is probably fucking Kaguya's route, right? Hang on. No, Kaguya's route starts with ending 4. With load slot 4. Excuse me. Amane's route. Then, right? Never mind. Go to the backlog. What do you mean? Wait, go to the backlog. Hang on. Ask her. Okay, no, it is Kaguya's route. What? Why the fuck is load slot 4? Yeah, no, okay, it is. I was just confused because there's a 4th load slot for this option? What do you mean, what's the context? The context is that we consult the guide and we follow what the guide says, and the guide says to do it myself. No need for me to save because the guide hasn't told me to save yet. I appreciate it, but I'll take care of it. It was my idea to make this, so I'd feel bad shifting the responsibility onto you. Don't look at me like that. You're already at the top of my list. What?
谷風くんって何気にお兄ちゃんなんだなと思って。
Don't joke about him being a siscon. That's not true.
もしかしてシスコンってやつ？
No, this isn't episode 2. This isn't 99 episode 2. What?
嫌そうな顔してる。谷風くん、家ではっていうか、あまねちゃんに対してはそんな感じなんだ。本当に意外で面白い。
Everyone has a soft spot for their family.
そうかもしれないけどね。と、あんまり長いしても迷惑だね。体調不良で休んでるわけだし。
Don't worry about it. You're not bothering us.
でも昼休みの間に教室に戻る必要はあるんじゃないかな。
There has never been an argument that I've heard that has made me change my mind on the question of water being wet. Alright? My answer's always been yes. Alright? I've never changed my answer, and no matter how many fucking arguments I've heard of people saying, no, it isn't wet because of so-and-so, it's never been a good argument. Yeah, probably.
そうね。戻りましょうか。ギリギリになりすぎると走ることになりそうだもの。
汗だくになるのは嫌かな。
今日も暑いですからね。それじゃあ失礼するわね。お邪魔いたしました。
またね。あ、海に行くの楽しみにしてるから。
I know. I'll make sure to let Amane know. Oh, and thanks for the food. I'll try some of it later.
どういたしまして。
After our 3 guests leave, I walk to the kitchen. Here's the thing, right? The problem with the argument is that most people who don't think water is wet fucking complicates it too much. Alright? You don't try to sound smart when you're making the most retarded argument on why water isn't wet. better get to making the rice gruel. Could you go and check on Amane for me, Noah? Yeah, make sure she hasn't thrown up all over the place. Yeah, she hasn't called for us, so she's probably okay, but just to make sure.
わかった。
お兄、お腹すいた。
I told you she was hungry. Why'd you make her wait so long? Oh, you're up? I was about to go check on you. You're looking a lot better now. Just wait a moment. I'll make you some rice gruel. The water molecules make each other wet. It's such a simple argument. Okay? Because, okay, is water wet? Yes. Why? Oh, well, whenever you describe something as wet, it's always because it's been touched by water, essentially, right? So, why wouldn't it also apply to water? Because water is touching water, right? When you fucking dunk your hand into water, your hand is wet now. If you dunk your hand into another liquid substance, into another liquid, right? You're not calling it wet. I mean, you could dunk your hand into other fucking liquid substances that you could apply the argument to, but at the same time, those other liquids also have water in them. All right.
体調の方はどう？
まだ多少頭痛は残ってるけど、マシにはなった。
What other dumb questions are there? Can 100 people defeat one gorilla? That's a dumb one.
夜には収まってると思う。
Or can every Pokemon beat a billion lions? That's also a retarded one.
そうか。よかった。
You can go lie back down. I'll bring the food up when it's ready.
いい。さすがにこれ以上は寝てられない。
For 100 people in Gorilla? Yeah, no. It's obvious that the 100 people would win, right? But the problem with the 100 people versus one gorilla argument is that they changed it, right? That they fucking shifted the goalpost from 10 people because they realized 10 people versus a gorilla is next to impossible. So they were like, oh, not 10 people, 100 people. I mean, yeah, 100 people versus a gorilla. Oh, now it works. Like, no shit, you're fucking 10xing the amount of people. Like, regardless of how many people are scared of the gorilla after it kills the first 10 people, you still have the numbers advantage. You still have the 90 people.
というか、これ以上寝てたらそれはそれで頭痛くなりそうだし。
Gotcha. Oh, right. There's some pudding and jelly in the fridge if you're interested.
プリンとゼリーって買ってきてくれたの？
No, Kohibari snuck out of school and to come here and see. Kohibari snuck out of school to come here to see how we were doing.
あ、そうだったんだ。
I wouldn't be sure in that case if it was Gen Alpha. What? Dexter, there aren't enough Gen Alphas. Okay, hang on. Gen Alpha started however many years ago. I don't know. But there's none. There's.
そういえば、なんかさっきまで人の声がしてた気もする。
Okay, it depends on when you consider Gen Alpha to be a thing, right? Because now there's also Gen Beta, and I hate the fact that there's a new thing considered Gen Beta, the new generation, right?
かぐやや織江と一緒に来てくれて少し騒がしかったかな。
Gen Beta. Well, okay. Here's the thing, right? Here's the retarded naming system of the generations. Because they were actually named something, right? Like fucking baby boomers or the sleeper generation, and then millennials come around and it's like, oh, you can either call them millennials or Generation X. Why do you start with Gen X? Who the fuck knows? But obviously the evolution to that would be Generation Y and then Gen Z. So now you've already ran out of letters because you started with fucking X. So then you move on to a different alphabet, the Greek one. So you start with beta, with alpha, and then the problem with that is you've named the generation after the Greek letters after people started using Greek letters as a title for your manliness, right? You're an alpha male, you're a beta male, you're a sigma male, right? and now the generations are using the Greek alphabet, so everyone who's born who's Gen Beta, they're gonna get bullied in school. They're gonna get bullied for being Gen Beta.
そういうのが気になって降りてきたわけじゃないから。にしても、やっぱいい人だよね、クリミ先輩って。
Yeah, she is. I agree. Well, taking the pack of soup stock out of the saucepan. I'll use salt, mirin, and soy sauce to adjust the flavor, and then add the already washed rice. After that, let it boil and before I add the salmon. Let it boil before I add the salmon. Oh, right. I made flakes out of the salmon in your lunch. Want me to add them?
お願い。
I double check with her to make sure. Now I just have to let it simmer and lower the heat for a few minutes at the beaten egg, and it'll be done. Also, I was wrong with millennials is Gen Y. Gen X is just Gen X. So it makes even less sense because it didn't have a name. Oh, actually, we have some nori. You want that too? How many people were a part of the silent generation? Probably a very few amount, since it was during the Great Depression. Here's the thing, right? Yes, but most of the people from the silent generation are from the later years in the silent generation, right? They are people who were born right before they were considered baby boomers, right? Most of them are like old people. No shit. Most people are in like retirement homes or politicians or my dad or dead. Yeah, so the silent generation was up until a few years after World War II, right? And then it was baby boomers.
いる。
And then like a few years after the Cold War, it was Gen X. Gotcha. Oh, well, a few... whatever. Salmon with seaweed might make the taste a bit strong, though.
うん、いいよ、それくらい。結構汗もかいちゃってるし。
A few years before the Cold War ended was Gen X. Alright.
うん。
What?
あんがと。
For what?
だから、雑炊作ってくれて、具材とかも考えてくれて、ありがとう。
1928 to 1945. Yeah. Baby boomers started right after World War II then. And then millennials started right after Cold War, I think. I think you're getting sicker.
何それ、人が素直にお礼を言ってるってのに。
Yeah, my grandma was the generation before the silent generation. Which I don't remember what it's called. I did know what it was called because, you know, my grandma was still alive when I looked it up before. Apparently it's called Greatest to Generation? What the fuck? Okay. Yeah, no. Talk about narcissistic. Yeah, and that's concerning. I'm afraid you got brain damage.
たまにお礼を言ったらこれだよ。本当にはなってない。男としてなってない。
The rascal's ready. Come eat up now. You'll feel better after that.
いただきます。
Millennials are also called the lost generation. How would millennials also be called the lost generation? The lost generation was the last generation during the 1800s. Enjoy. Are you saying it's the lost generation because millennials are the last generation in the 1900s? I fucking...
バックログ画面だ。
She blows on her spoon to cool the rice scroll down before eating it. I have to say, she looks less than enthused. What's wrong? Too salty?
別に、普通に美味しいよ。
Well, you could look a little happier then. What?
くるみが言った通りだね。
Right about what?
彼女がお兄ちゃんだなと言っていただろう。僕も君たちは仲のいい兄弟だと思っただけだ。
In what way? I think you're imagining things. We're consistently fighting. Well, maybe not fighting per se, but bickering at least. Yeah, just like Sora and Kakeru. And then, guess what happened to them? They fucked.
そういうのも含めて仲がいいんだよ。
Just like what Amane and Riku were gonna do in this game. After Noah's route. And after a few other characters, because Amane's grown on me. But it's definitely gonna be after Orie and Fumika, unless Fumika also grows on me. And then it'd be after Orie.
一応褒めてるつもりだから安心してくれ。
If you say so. It doesn't feel like much of a compliment to me. Whatever. We should eat our lunch too.
そうだね。お腹すいた。あ、海の話をあまねにしなくていいの？
Probably.
ん？海？行くの？
Yeah, it came up when we were talking earlier. It'll be me, Noah, Kaguya, Orie, and Kohibari.
もちろん、あまねも一緒に行くよね。
Yeah, notice how there's no other guys in that group?
海か。海に行くってことは、よく晴れた日で暑いんだよね。
Maybe they'll invite Fumika as well, and then it'll be all 6 girls from the fucking on the transition screen. I'd imagine so. The current plan is the latter half of July. It's probably still too cold right now.
海か。
So is that a no?
行くけど、
けど水着どうしようかなって。お兄のために新しい下着買ったからお金に余裕ないんだよね。
Wait, what? Don't make it sound so misleading. I never made you do anything. Well, I gotta buy myself a swimsuit too. Plus, I'm also tight on money. You think Mom and Dad will give me the money I ask if I ask?
プレゼン次第じゃない。部屋から出るため、夏を満喫するため、友達と一緒に遊ぶためみたいな路線で攻めれば。
Nice idea. They're always nagging us about how we stay cooped up inside all the time. Or play might just work.
ま、お母さんの説得には私も協力するよ。
You will?
だってお兄がもらえるなら一緒に行く私ももらえるだろうし。
Fair.
でもお兄、それでもダメだったらどうするつもりな？
Good question. We'll just have to do something. Worst case, I can just ask them for my allowance in advance, and then go without for a while. It's not that serious of an issue, okay? Don't panic.
いや、僕は。
You're obviously excited about going, given how you've been frowning ever since we started talking about the money problems.
そんな顔してた？
Yeah, it was so obvious. Even I picked up on it.
そんな恥ずかしがらなくてもいいのに。
Either way, we're going to the beach. That's not changing. We just have to find a way to get swimsuits.
お兄は最悪中学校の頃の水着でいいんじゃないの？変なエイジとかも入ってないし。
We've been over this already. That was just a phase. Anyway, yeah, we're going no matter what, so don't worry. You think about what kind of swimsuit you want to wear in the meantime. There's a lot of variety out there for girls.
またあの服選びの時のようになるのか。
水着だと組み合わせまで考える必要はないから、もう少し楽だと思うよ。
Don't worry, Noah. They have a lot of frilly outfits to compensate for your non-existent chest.
また一緒に買いに行こう。
Basically, I wanted to ask if Gen Z was compared a lot to another generation. Obviously, they were compared to millennials. Noah nods, a beaming smile on her face. And boomers, especially. Honestly, I'm not sure if the main draw for her is the beach itself or the food. But either way, I'll make sure she has a lot of fun. Or she has fun. Why boomers? Because boomers are the ones comparing themselves to Gen Z? Obviously. We gotta make it past exams though. Why? Because boomers see Gen Z as the lazy generation. Even though every generation is lazy, as testified by said previous generation,